Hello, hello, Ederson Oliveira here for the Solo Coder. Today we're talking about training. So, a few rambles ago, I've spoken about teaching, but more so towards creating online content so you can make it available on the site and maybe sell that or maybe just use that as a way to market yourself. Now, when I'm talking about now about training, I really mean one-on-one training, a group training, a remote training, or an in-person training. So it's more of a one-on-one approach instead of recording and making it available. Now, there are a few advantages of doing that. Actually, that could be one product that you offer as part of your repertoire of things that you offer for clients. I mean, of course, you do your coding, you do your consulting, but hey, if they want to get some training as well, they could. But how can you go about this kind of opportunity? Well, they will only show up once you either have clients out there that you are already doing projects with, doing projects for, and they may want to hire you to teach their team as well. Now, that's one possibility. The other possibility, which is a more feasible possibility, is if you are already teaching people via a blog, via tutorials, via videos, if you have content out there already that people can come in and say, hey, I like his style, I like the way he teaches, maybe you should invite him to teach our group, to teach me. I'll bring it back to me and give myself as an example. I'm doing a one-on-one training with a client of mine that wants to get to know more about DNN. So every week we sit down for about 2 hours and I go through him via GoToMeeting. I do a full session. He sends me an agenda up front and I prepare myself for those topics. And what I do is I record the entire session, I make it available to him afterwards, and hey, I'm teaching him, I'm enhancing my offering as well as I go along. Now, to be honest, I've never formalized my teaching offering. I've never done that, but I have been approached quite a lot and I have done one-on-one or group teaching quite a lot without actually ever formalizing that. I can only imagine if I had formalized that as one of the things that I offer as a standard package, maybe a basic course, maybe an advanced course as well. And there are different ways that you can deliver that course. It can be remotely or it can be locally. Now, locally there are other costs involved, and you have traveling, you have hotels and things like that. So maybe clients are willing to do that, maybe they are not. But hey, remote, what's wrong with remote? I usually question myself of how come a client does not want me to do a remote, training, because I tend to think that it's as good as, if you're physically there. But there are clients that really want you to be there locally. I can already hear a few objections about you becoming a teacher, doing training. Maybe you think that you are not good enough. Let me tell you this: you just need to be better than the people that you are teaching, the people that you are training. That's it. That's the only thing that you need to do. You just need to be better than they are, and see what they're expecting to get out of the training that you're going to provide. Maybe you can say that you have no time to organize content. Well, let me tell you this. Take this opportunity to start organizing your thoughts, your ideas, your concepts about your niche in an organized way, so you can potentially repurpose that content, repurpose that list of topics, and maybe do blog posts eventually with those, or do pre-recorded content that you can provide for free, or maybe sell that. So again, take that opportunity and organize your thoughts, organize your thinking, structure what you know. Maybe you can say that you don't know how to teach. Well, that might be true, and there are people that they just don't know how to teach, but you have to try, you have to experiment, you have to test yourself, put yourself in front of an audience, people, a class, and see what how you can perform there. And then you will realize quickly if you are good on that or not. You may not be, that's fine. And no point of forcing yourself into something that you are not, but you have to try first. Now, this is a tricky one. Maybe you think that they will no longer need you because now you're teaching them. Well, this cannot be far from the truth, because now by teaching them, you are positioning yourself as an authority and they see you as such authority. So guess what? Who they will go to when they have a problem, when they have a need, they'll go to you. You are establishing your credibility there in front of them by teaching them. So forget about, think that they'll just walk away from you. It's not the case. And if you do either remote or on-site training, I'll challenge you to record that. Record that to provide to them as a value added. And not only that, but maybe you can repurpose that content in another way. Of course, if you record with a client, you have to ask for the authorization if you want to repurpose that for something else, and that may or may not be possible, but you may want to try that. So I hope that I have planted a seed there in your brain to go about to have training as one of your potential offerings as well. My question to you is, have you done training before? Have you done training for a client? How was that? How was your experience? If you have never done that, would you consider doing training for clients? That's it. End of this ramble. It's like, peeps, let's keep talking. Not ready for that? That's fine. Comment here on the YouTube channel comments. That's it for now. Thank you very much and bye.